A divided Supreme Court today ruled on the Alan Bakke case, the so-called reverse discrimination case. In a 5-4 decision, the court ruled that Bakke, a white man, was denied entrance to a California medical school solely because he is white. The court did say race can be a consideration in choosing applicants, but it said strict quota systems favoring minorities, like the one that excluded Bakke, are illegal. Attorney General Griffin Bell called it a great gain for affirmative action. 5 men were gunned down in Boston overnight as they played backgammon in the basement of a disco bar. The owner of the establishment and a former television reporter were among those killed execution style with shotguns. Boston police suspect heavy narcotics had some role in the killings. In a Moscow court hearing today, 2 American journalists were formally charged with slander by the Soviet television network. More from Bernard Redmont.
Respondents had quoted sources.
They look kind of battleship gray all day long, but when the weather starts to act like a battleship, Connie, that's a bit much.
Yeah, and you could hear the artillery quite a bit of the afternoon, too. There's a little bit of everything going on out there.
And now for TV8 News, Rick Fredericksen.
Good evening. Paul Rhodes has the day off. An elderly Des Moines man and his dog were found dead inside their home here today, and officials say the deaths may have been heat-related. Deputy Medical Examiner Dr. Emmanuel Laxina said an autopsy will be performed tonight to determine the exact cause of death. Laxina said it was like an oven inside the home at 2803 Southeast Scott. He said a thermometer inside read 98 degrees. The identity of the victim is being withheld until relatives are notified. 100-degree weather continued in southern Iowa counties today, and it wasn't much cooler here in the central part of the state. But the Weather Service says we may get both rain and some relief tonight, along with some possible severe thunderstorms. More on that later from Connie. And there was no chance of relief from the hot weather at the Altoona swimming pool today. City officials were forced to lock the gates to the pool early this morning after finding more than 300 pounds of chlorine, earth, and trash dumped into the water. Police say the vandalism occurred sometime after midnight when the pool's maintenance shed was broken into. Pool manager Ron Pinniger spent the day attempting to filter the debris from the pool, but admits it may be a few days before the city's only swimming pool will be able to reopen. The State Office of Planning and Programming today received a grant of $2.2 million, all of which will go to low-income residents who want to weatherize their homes. Some of that money will be allocated to the city of Des Moines, but TV8's Ann Hawkins reports now that city officials have their hands full with another energy problem.
For most of it.
The city of Des Moines today issued an emergency order declaring the old Transit Authority bus barn a public health hazard and ordering owner John Spence to board it up. Spence and the city had reached what Assistant City Attorney Tom Slater called a gentleman's agreement regarding the building. Spence agreed to secure the building, though only after some hounding by Slater. But apparently the agreement didn't go far enough. The city now claims that Spence stopped his efforts after making a few preliminary improvements. Slater told TV8 News today that if Spence has not finished the job within the next 5 or 7 days, the city will do the job and send Spence the bill. For the first time ever, the U.S. government today began selling gold to anyone who'd buy it. TV8's Phil Benson reports. The spiraling inflation rate in recent years has made having children an increasingly expensive proposition. Nevertheless, the birth rate in the state and here in Des Moines is up. And as TV8's Brooks Humphreys reports, that's got at least one business doing a steady trade.
The post-world...
It may be hot in Iowa, it's unbearable down in Kansas City, where the temperature hovered near 110 downtown today. Don Webster takes this look.
Texas and Oklahoma may be, but many people who can't afford air conditioning find water the only way to keep cool.
Looks like an Iowa golfer will be escaping the Iowa heat. He'll tell us about that after this. New air service between Des Moines and Kansas City started today. Air Midwest today started offering direct morning and evening flights to and from downtown Kansas City aimed at business travel. And until August 1st, there will be a special standby fare for $5. 10 persons got on today's first flight with the standby rate. 2 others paid the standard fare of $57.
And I don't believe we expected that many for the first day, so it's better than we thought.
There are connecting flights to 24 other cities in 7 states that Air Midwest serves. Mississippi Valley Airlines, another commuter carrier, wants to pull out of Ottumwa. MVA has asked the Civil Aeronautics Board for permission to end service to Ottumwa because with the line's new, larger airplanes. At the marketplace today, the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 4 points, an average share 16 cents lower in extremely heavy trading, almost 61 million shares. At the livestock markets, cattle prices steady to 50 cents lower with a top of $70. Hogs steady to 50 cents higher, topping out at $43. And at Central Iowa Elevators, corn lost 1 to 5 cents, ranging from $2.61 to $2.75. Soybeans down 4 to 8 cents, ranging from $6.98 to $7.11. Connie?
That tornado watch again for northwestern Iowa until 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. Lows tonight for central Iowa near 70. We also have a possibility of a severe thunderstorm here. Tomorrow's high near 90, becoming fair and less humid, with Wednesday night's lows dropping to mid-60s. Fair skies, sunshine on Thursday with a high near 90. At 6, 96 degrees.
Thank you, Connie and Pete. Thanks for joining us. Our next news tonight after the important Republican convention coverage.